Hello, Hailrazer here again. I've got another portable Nintendo 64 to show you today. I call this one the Kamikaze 64. That's because it was out of control. It was totally out of my control. I had someone commission me to do this, so I built it for him just the way he wanted it. Let me show you a little bit about it. First of all, it was made with a Kidz Datamax case. This one right here. This is what it looks like. And what I did, like I do with all my portables, first of all, I put a Sony PS1 5-inch screen in it. These are the controls for the volume and the brightness on the screen. The screen had left and right speakers, which I incorporated. I used a third-party SuperPad controller because it has flat buttons and it fits in the case nice. I used the start button for Mint also. On the left-hand side, I used a Gamecube thumbstick because everyone knows the Nintendo 64 thumbstick wears out fast and it hurts your finger. This is a lot more comfortable. And I used the D-pad from the Gamecube because I really like the way the D-pad is on the Gamecube. On the bottom of the portable, you can see that there's a three-way switch. When it's to the left, the system is totally off. When it's in the middle, it goes to wall power. When it's on the far right, it goes to battery power. That's a red LED showing the system's on. On the left here is a first and second player controller port. When you have the first player plugged in, you can choose to use the controller that's built in, or you can flip the switch and choose to use this one. On the left hand side, on the top here is the headphone jack. On the bottom is the charging jack for the built-in batteries. I use two 3.7 volt 4700 milliamp hour batteries, lithium polymer. And with this system, it'll last around 2.5 to 3 hours on one charge. On the right hand side, on the bottom here, is the audio video jack. This is so you can connect it to an external TV. On the right is the power jack, so that when you're needing to charge the system, you can use wall power, or when you want to use it as a system on your TV, you can use wall power. Turn it around to the back. I used Sony PS1 triggers. The top triggers are left and right. The bottom are Z buttons. Either one can be used as a Z button. You'll notice I included the controller pack. What you can do with it, you can put a memory card in there. Just slide it in, and you have your memory card. Or you can use your rumble pack. Slide it in, you have a rumble pack. I normally don't include those because there's not too many games that take advantage of the controller pack, the memory pack, because most games have built-in memory, but the customer wanted it, so I went ahead and included it. On the top here, you can see where the cartridge slides in and out. So let me start it up and show you what it's like. When you flip it all the way over, light comes on, and of course, Super Mario starts. This is how you normally hold it. All the C buttons work properly. And then when you jump, you can pull the Z buttons underneath it, left or right, to do a butt stomp. And that's what this system looks like playing with a fat little plumber running around the screen. Okay, let me show you another game. Because everyone likes to see more than one game. GoldenEye 007. And you saw how easy it is to put the cart in and out. Very simple. Cart doesn't move, wiggle, shake. Get right to the game. Eventually. Once again, holding it like I normally do. Left and right triggers are the sights. Left and right Z buttons shoot. You can change items. Strafe left and right. and basically kill people. Okay, let me show you some of the features. Take this out. Put Mario back in for later. Okay, charging jack. This is a lithium polymer smart charger. It helps to charge the batteries properly. When you want to charge it, you pop it in. About 3 hours later, the system's charged. Power. I used a Sony PS1 7.5 volt battery charger because it has enough amperage and it's the right voltage for the system. So if you want to plug the system in and play it on the TV, or if you just run out of battery, plug it in, plug this in the wall, you're good to go. I built a breakout box for the controller port. This is what it looks like. When you're ready to hook it up to a TV, or if you want a second player playing with you, you take and you plug in either controller, and in the top, if you want to play this controller, plug in here, this controller you plug in here. Now what you do is you get a simple headphone stereo extension, plug it in. Let's say you want to play first player on the TV. So you plug it in underneath the system here. You're going to flip it so you can play the first player. Then you get a standard Nintendo 64 controller. You plug it in. Now, when you start the system, you're going to be using this controller. The built-in controller won't work anymore, which is very hard to do with the wrong hand. But you get the idea. And if you want to play the second player, you just take another headphone jack, plug it in here, plug it underneath, plug in a second player. Now, let's show you what it looks like on the TV. And I happen to have a TV right here for this purpose. What you do, simply plug in the TV jack, and that's just a stereo, well actually it's a stereo and audio, stereo and video, excuse me, jack. Plugs into the back of your TV.
It's me, Mario!
And there you're playing your system on the TV.
Hello!
You can play it on battery power, or you can play it on wall power. Turn it. Put the first player controller back on.
It's me, Mario! Hello! Okie dokie!
And like I say, you can just plug in wall power, plug in the TV, plug in your two jacks, and play two-player any game you want to play. And that's basically how that works. Let's get the TV back out of the way. Only last thing to show you. Pop in a different game for this. One of everybody's favorite. The Legend of Zelda. It's going to be a little hard to see because I'm inside Ganon's castle. Let's see if we can run out. Should get the idea. I was going to show you how the headphone jack worked, but everyone knows how a headphone jack works. When you plug in the headphones, the audio on the speakers turns off, and then you can play it using the headphones instead and not bother anybody. Well, that's my portable, the Kamikaze 64. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, this is Hailrazer. See you later.